Ladies and gentlemen, when you look at this car, what do you think? You think, well, that's a nice 5 Series. But what if it had a V8? Welcome back, everybody, to Valvetronic Designs. Today, what we're doing is we're gonna showcase what the Valvetronic F90 M5 exhaust does. A $5,000 full titanium exhaust does for your M5 or M8. It's Christmas time here at Valvetronic. We're celebrating all the good things that the year 2024 has brought to us, and we're excited to showcase the best sound setup for the M5. Let's go check it out. Let's go. So, you can see here on the wall, this is the system in question. Man. This is the system right here. We'll show you guys in this photograph first so you can understand the configuration. We've got our X-pipe way up front for the maximum amount of scavenging right after the transmission. It's fired back unrestricted 3 inches out to the side with the valves open, and our quad chambered muffler in the middle when the valves are closed so that you know you're getting a very reserved sound experience, so you could drive the car with a set of downpipes and never know it's modified. Come and take a look. We're gonna bypass this a little bit. This is the American version of this car. The exhaust system we're gonna be coming out for very soon, the Hellcat. Dodge Charger and Challenger V8 SRTs. The Hellcats, this is gonna be their setup, but that's for a later video. Take a look. On the car, we've got our 4-inch titanium single wall tips, looks phenomenal. This car is running a separate valve controller as well, so the OEM modes, when you press the exhaust button, are just gonna control your pops. We'll show you guys what the difference is like when you open and close the exhaust itself, and then you operate the active sound in the car by pressing the button with the little exhaust tips on it. Look at how incredible the titanium work is on this system. The coloring is so nice. That's one of the benefits of titanium. Yes, it's light, helps with a more exotic, more motorsport sound because of the thinner wall material resonance, but actually, you could buy this system for just the looks alone. It's a phenomenal looking system under the car, saving about 55 pounds compared to the factory exhaust. And of course, you've got your center muffler, so when the valves are closed, this car is my personal car. And it has the free flow pipes, which means that it is amped when the valves are open, but then when the valves are closed, you genuinely would never know this M5 is modified. When we do the revs, you'll see the difference in sound. It's over 20 decibels of sound difference. That's the Valvetronic experience. Not only are we offering the best sounding exhaust setup, we're also offering the most flexible as well, so you have no other choice but to choose the Valvetronic setup if you want the best configuration. Startup, revs, flybys, hard acceleration. We're gonna put a GoPro in the rear bumper, and of course you guys are gonna get the good fortune of sitting next to Shane and I as we enjoy the perfect daily car. Am I gonna go on record in saying that? Could there be a better daily car than the F90 M5? I'm not so sure. Also, this car is a base. It is not a competition, but we make it sound better than any other competition out there. Let's get to it. So we're inside my F90 M5. Is there a better daily car? I really don't know. This thing has been flawless, even though there's a couple things wrong. The first is you'll see the windshield is cracked because I tried to put this radar hardwire tap in and I broke the windshield. And the best part is this doesn't even fucking work. I was driving in the breakdown lane and something tore off one of the brake pad wear sensors, so it constantly thinks that I have no brakes. And because the car has a set of downpipes, but there's no software, there's no tune, the check engine light is on, but the car still is performing flawlessly. Besides those little issues, everything else absolutely top notch, especially this exhaust setup. The real value about an exhaust like this is you have a huge range in which you can operate the exhaust. Somebody like myself, I might leave the car with the valves open 70% of the time and then have them close 30% of the time. Another enthusiast may have it open all the time, or they might close it most of the time. It depends on how you want to interact with the exhaust, which is great. But even with the valves open, like they are right now, you get the spool behind you, but there's no drone in the cabin, which a lot of other companies and exhaust systems have struggled with. They have a lot of drone. They have a lot of unwanted bassy frequencies down low. Look at this. We're going up a hill. I'm at 2,000 RPM. All I get is turbo spool behind me. I don't get any drone. I don't get any unwanted frequencies. Because I'm not getting those frequencies, I can enjoy the car with the valves open with this exhaust more of the time because it's not grating. It's not detracting from the experience at low RPMs. The exhaust has been designed with the forward X pipe and our proprietary configuration within the muffler chamber to give you a very dynamic sound, but also when the valves are open, draw away a lot of those drony, unwanted bassy frequencies that, you know, doesn't make the car enjoyable. You get like a nice overrun as well. Get a really nice on throttle sound, even at low RPMs, 2,000 revs. Sounds really, really good. But if I happen to have people in the car or whatnot, I can close the valves and there's like no noise at all. All you're getting is like maybe some intake noise. That's about it. But it's really nice and quiet in here. You could drive this car all the way across the country, even with the downpipes, and have no problems. Let's open them up. I'm gonna stop talking. Enjoy the S63 experience turned up to 11. That is so fucking obnoxious. Sick! But here's a cool thing. Look, our exhaust button down here, remember viewers, it's not connected to the factory valves. So the active sound is now off, but the exhaust is still really enjoyable behind us. No pops. And that is a cool experience because other systems on the market, they don't come with a separate valve controller like this. Our system, of course, you can use the OEM valves if you so choose, but having the external remote is such a better experience because you can just click on your mirror buttons if you want to control the valves in the exhaust and then have this as your pop control. Ready? Here's pops. But I can turn those off like that. Now they're gone. That, everybody, is what a $5,000 Valvetronic titanium exhaust does to your M5. Why do I mention the price? That's because happiness is not cheap. The big thing with this system is we've designed and engineered this system to give an experience that's unlike anything else on the market. I'm sure you've seen a lot of videos of other M5s with this exhaust, and most of them have the same thing to say. It's an extremely expensive system, but if you want the best, and when I talk about the best, it means the most flexible, the best sounding, whether it's the valves open or valves closed, you're getting such a dynamic experience with this exhaust compared to others that are on the market. We all know there are other valve systems on the market that are made by other great companies. Thing is the Valvetronic system has been designed with two vital criteria that it has achieved. The first is it is the best sounding. The configuration of the X pipe, of its location, its scavenging, and having everything designed in CAD so that we get the most amount of exotic sound out of the S63 engine is an extremely impressive feat. These cars are not normally known. Yes, it's a V8, so it's hard to make it sound bad, but in comparison to like an AMG V8, this now really has a nice sound in comparison to some of the other S63 powered vehicles out there. The second thing is, if you're gonna have the best sound, why not have it be extremely flexible? So when those valves are closed, you would never know this M5 is modified. Again, this is a base M5, not a competition, and it does not have software. Everything you hear is how it would be on a bone stock M5, of which this is. So if you're fortunate enough to own one of these vehicles, as we say all the time, we are often imitated, never duplicated, and you should never compromise when it comes to choosing the best exhaust for your F90 M5. Thanks so much for watching. If you're looking to get a setup like this for your M5, check us out at valvetronic.com, and we look forward to catching you in the next video, which will crank up the V8 sound on another amazing vehicle sometime soon. See you guys then.